Hi everyone, it's Erlene of Erlene Garcia Art and the Hollywood Carney on YouTube. So this video is about beading on a plane. Beads on a plane, not snakes on a plane. So everywhere I go, whenever I travel on a plane, in the car, to the pool, or sometimes even to my friend's house, I put my beads in a little box, and this is the box I use, and it totally fits in my backpack. So I was able to carry it on the airplane, and everything that is in the box went with me on the airplane. So TSA approved it, but for you guys, you might want to just double check in your area what size scissors and tools you can take. My Yuki size 11 seed beads, some little miniature tools. The turquoise ones I purchased at Michael's. The other one I had, and the little plastic boxes are recycled from earplugs for my boyfriend, a little box for my project, and a little box for my John James beading needles, size 12 I believe. A couple of different sizes of thread and colors, some sticky notes just in case I have to write something down, and a business card to give a customer on the plane. If you don't have a business card, I used a little punch like this one, and you can write your name and information on it. If you have a corner punch, use a corner punch. That works as well. If you just have a basic little stamp punch like this, by all means take a little cardstock, punch a heart out, put your information on it. Or if you have fancy scissors, use your fancy scissors. Just dress it up a little, and something like that always helps. People will be watching you make jewelry on the plane, and they may want to order something. Those are some extra beads I have, more seed beads. I have a little measuring tape here, and I don't have any idea where I got that from. Some extra leather in case I decide to make another bracelet, some baggies to put those items in, and then in the event somebody does buy a bracelet from you, have a couple of those little organza bags on hand so you can put the bracelet in there, and it just looks more professional. You can slide your card in there, bam, you have a new customer. And these little scissors are about 4 inches long, and I ordered these bead containers thinking they were going to be a bigger box, and they were 4 inches by 5 inches, and I was like, what am I gonna do with these? They're so small. But once you have a few little leftover tiny beads, and this is the best way I found to store mine, and especially for this type of bracelet that we're going to make, it is perfect. And you will have all those semi-precious stones to choose from your collection to take with you. I also cut the base and the straps for my project and pre-threaded a needle just so whenever I sat in my seat, got my drink, water of course, yeah right, my beads, the items I'm using in one of those little boxes. Yay, so let's take a quick look. There I am sitting in my little chair, and I'm gonna look out the window so I can prove to you all that, yep, we are in the air and I'm ready to bead. Now that you have your pre-knotted thread and needle, pierce the center of the leather. Pick up 3 beads, 1 stone. 3 beads, 1 stone. Now let's take a little breather and look outside. Aw. So continue for about 3.5 to 4 inches and pierce through the second piece of your square leather. Tie a knot. Go back down. Pick up your second strand. 3 beads, 1 stone, 3 beads, 1 stone, and continue this back and forth until you have about 5 strands. You can do 3, 5 I always say look better. Now as you can see, I'm choosing a large bead, a small bead. I'm trying to make them fit almost like a puzzle where it doesn't look like a puzzle. And look at the beautiful kyanite, the citrine, the turquoise, the shell, and look out the window at those clouds. Can you imagine all of the great energy that is being infused into this bracelet? Uh-oh, we gotta take a break. So now we have 4 strands, and look at everything and make sure it's balanced. And if you feel that one is longer than the other, then deduct a seed bead from either the beginning or the end of each strand. Look at that, so beautiful. And the bracelet too. So now we're ready to attach our straps. You guys, I'm totally afraid to fly. Okay, so let's finish here. So yours should look similar to this, and I lost a little of the footage, so I'm going to show you with a different bracelet, and then we'll get back to the airplane. So fold over your square, place the strap in between, and we're going to sew the strap to the half of the square, and make sure, if you can, to sew on the top of the leather, basically the top layer, and sew all the way around. If you can't, that's okay. You can sew through the leather if it's easier for you. So it should look like this, and then pierce through the middle, and then we're going to start adding our beads. Now to start the edging, you will pick up 3 seed beads. This is the only time that you will be picking up 3 seed beads. The rest you will be picking up 2. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through that 3rd bead that you picked up, pull out the needle, pick up 2 beads, and then go through the leather. And you're going to repeat this process all the way around. So go through the leather, and make sure you go through both pieces of the leather. And this trim can be done in different color seed beads, or you could add like a little 2mm or 4mm stone bead. That would look really cool too. Just make sure that it has a big enough hole, because as you can see, you will be going through the beads a few times. So once you come to the end, you're going to turn directly back around, and you're going to go through all the beads on the edge. This makes it a really clean look. The beads line up next to each other. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go in through the bottom of the corner where you ended, come out next to the strap, and you're going to sew that little edge. I included a clip where if you want to cover that edge with seed beads, that's totally optional, because this will be on the inside of your wrist and no one will see it. So knot it off, cut it, and I'm using white thread here to show you, but what you can do is you can take a Sharpie and color that white thread. This is one of my favorite bracelets to create. I had started making this style about 20 something years ago and have made and sold numerous of them. And I do have another video where I'm teaching you how to make one that is a little bit more delicate with amethyst. So let's continue here. Now on the back here, I'm going to fill in with beads. This is totally optional. You do not have to do it, but start just the same and continue the pattern, and then work across in that little space. Now, ever since I was about 15 years old, I was taking my beads with me on family trips. I remember my mom saying, okay, you can take one little bag of something to do. And I took a tackle box, a fishing tackle box filled with my beads. I just love my beads. So, well, I hope you guys had a good time learning how to make this bracelet. It's the perfect thing to make on a plane, in a car, at the pool. And as you see, it doesn't require a lot of beads. So you could even make this at your friend's house and you guys share beads or have a bead party. That would be so awesome. I would love to know how you guys travel with your beads and what you make. So send me a picture. And it's time to land. Well, hello, Boston. Oh, I'm so excited. And to go visit Salem and learn about all of the mystical things that go on there. So remember, this is Erlene of Erlene Garcia Art and Beads on a Plane. You guys subscribe and thank you for watching. And I look forward to hearing from you. So have a happy day. Bye.